The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send men to spy out the land of Canaan, which I am giving to the children of Israel. From each tribe of their fathers you shall send a man, every one a leader among them. So Moses sent them from the wilderness of Paran, according to the command of the Lord, all of them men who were heads of the children of Israel. Now these were the names: from the tribe of Reuben, Shammua the son of Zakur; from the tribe of Simeon, Shaphat the son of Hori; from the tribe of Judah, Caleb the son of Jephunneh; from the tribe of Issachar, Igal the son of Joseph; from the tribe of Ephraim, Hoshea the son of Nun; from the tribe of Benjamin, Palti the son of Raphu; from the tribe of Zebulun, Gadiel the son of Sodi; from the tribe of Joseph, that is, from the tribe of Manasseh, Gadai the son of Susai; from the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gemalli; from the tribe of Asher, Setha the son of Michal; from the tribe of Naphtali, Nabdi the son of Voshai; from the tribe of Gad, Juel the son of Maki. These are the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Hoshea the son of Nun, Joshua. Then Moses sent them to spy out the land of Canaan, and said to them, Go up this way into the south, and go up to the mountains, and see what the land is like, whether the people who dwell in it are strong or weak, few or many, whether the land they dwell in is good or bad, whether the cities they inhabit are like camps or strongholds, whether the land is rich or poor, whether there are forests there or not. Be of good courage, and bring some of the fruit of the land. Now the time was the season of the first ripe grapes. So they went up and spied out the land from the wilderness of Zin as far as Rehob, near the entrance of Hamath. And they went up through the south and came to Hebron, Ahiman, Sheshai, and Talmai, the descendants of Anak, were there. Now Hebron was built 7 years before Zoan in Egypt. Then they came to the valley of Eshcol, and there cut down a branch with one cluster of grapes. They carried it between two of them on a pole. They also brought some of the pomegranates and figs. The place was called the Valley of Eshcol, because of the cluster which the men of Israel cut down there. And they returned from spying out the land after 40 days. Now they departed and came back to Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel in the wilderness of Paran at Kadesh. They brought back word to them and to all the congregation, and showed them the fruit of the land. Then they told him and said, We went to the land where you sent us. It truly flows with milk and honey, and this is its fruit. Nevertheless, the people who dwell in the land are strong. The cities are fortified and very large. Moreover, we saw the descendants of Anak there. The Amalekites dwell in the land of the south. The Hittites, the Jebusites, and the Amorites dwell in the mountains, and the Canaanites dwell by the sea, and along the banks of the Jordan. Then Caleb quieted the people before Moses, and said, Let us go up at once and take possession, for we are well able to overcome it. But the men who had gone up with him said, We are not able to go up against the people, for they are stronger than we. And they gave the children of Israel a bad report of the land which they had spied out, saying, The land through which we have gone as spies is a land that devours its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of great stature. There we saw the giants, the descendants of Anak come from the giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight. So all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel complained against Moses and Aaron, and the whole congregation said to them, If only we had died in the land of Egypt, or if only we had died in this wilderness. Why has the Lord brought us to this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and our children should become victims? Would it not be better for us to return to Egypt? So they said to one another, Let us select a leader and return to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation of the children of Israel. But Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had spied out the land, tore their clothes. And they spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, The land we passed through to spy out is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, then he will bring us into this land and give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, nor fear the people of the land, for they are our bread. Their protection has departed from them, and the Lord is with us. Do not fear them. And all the congregation said to stone them with stones. Now the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of meeting before all the children of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, How long will these people reject me? And how long will they not believe me with all the signs which I have performed among them? I will strike them with the pestilence and disinherit them, and I will make of you a nation greater and mightier than they. My name's Arthur, and I thank you for joining me as we share together these words from Numbers chapter 13 and the first part of chapter 14. God's whole purpose was to bring the children of Israel into the land of Canaan, as he had promised to Abraham. And they knew that was the reason as they left Egypt. And God had been with them. It's now about 16 months since they left Egypt. He has provided for them in the wilderness. He has done marvellous things, providing food and water, but delivering them from Egypt so that they didn't have to fight to leave Egypt. They just walked out. The Lord had fought for them. But when it comes time to take the next step, to step from the wilderness into the land that God had promised to Abraham many years before to give to them, then they hesitate. What actually happens is that the leaders of the 12 tribes, the young men who were sent to spy out the land, get cold feet. And so they bring a negative report, except for two of them. Two of them have great confidence in God. Joshua had been the servant of Moses. He had worked with Moses. No doubt he had helped write out some of the instructions that Moses left with the people, and he would be their future leader, as would Caleb. These were young men of faith. They saw what God was doing. But the vast majority of the people did not understand, did not see at all what God was doing. And so they went in and spied out the land. They brought some of the produce back. They saw the different tribal groups that were resident there. These cultures had established themselves really well in the 700 years since the flood. So they were old and settled, and they were wicked before the Lord. As Joshua says, the Lord's protection of them was over. God had delayed handing them over to the Israelites because their wickedness was not complete. But now it is complete, and God's judgment would come upon them. The spies saw the size of their city, that they were fortified, that they were large, that they were strong. They saw the giants there, and they thought, we are not able to overcome it. They had not learned that greater was he who was with them than they were. We saw the giants, and we were like grasshoppers in our own sight, and so we were in their sight.